And we have a individual championship in Jake Ritter from Cal Poly, who crossed the finish line, and he's actually joining us right now. There is your individual champion. Jake, what an amazing race. You are the first Big West men's cross-country runner to win 3 championships. How did the course feel to you today, and how does it feel to know that you've just made history?
Yeah, I mean, it was really hard today. It's a little warm out here, and then, I don't know, even through like maybe a K or 2, I was already pretty tired, so just really had to push the entire way today. Nothing out there was easy, and of course it feels awesome to be, the first ever 3-time cross-country Big West champ, and I can't wait to go celebrate with the guys.
Jake, this performance was a real tour de force. You ran the fastest time ever by a Big West athlete. I know it must have been disappointing not to run last year due to injury.
Yeah.
My question to you is, of the 3 titles that you have won, which one was the hardest?
But today, there was a lot more competition in the Big West. We're getting better and better, and it was pretty difficult to secure that title. The most enjoyable was probably my sophomore year, just because, I wasn't expected to be the champion, and all my teammates were screaming at me halfway through, yelling Big West champ, when the race wasn't even over yet. So that was a wonderful experience. I've got to give it to that one. But you really can't beat the feeling that I'm feeling right now, if you can't tell.
And Jake, you did that, I believe, at Brea at Carbon Canyon Park. Is that right?
That's correct, yeah.
Yeah, that's my hometown. So I brought a little good luck to you from the Brea, California, in that championship. And I just want to say it was such a team competition, and you guys really working hard to compete. I mean, so many of your teammates pushing each other. And what does that do for you guys when you're out there in that pack and really challenging each other?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, any of our top 5 could be our first guy on any given day. Even last week and the week before, I've been getting...
challenging each other.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, any of our top 5 could be our first guy on any given day. Even last week and the week before, I've been getting beat in workouts, People have been running faster than I have, but that just shows you that we're all kind of on the same level, working towards the same goal, which is making it to nationals this year for the first time in, 10 or 11 years, so...
I have a couple questions for you. The first question is, Ryan Van Hoy comes to, having coached Mario Garcia-Romo and Sintayehu Visa. How has he changed the program that you were on before? Are you happy with how things are going?
I could not be happier with how things are going. Obviously, it was an unfortunate situation to have to switch coaches like that. No one ever wants to go through that, but Coach Van Hoy has been trying his best to, live that legacy also, and he's made some changes across the board that have really improved us as a team. I think we had the talent coming into this to win Big West, no matter who our coach was, but having him as a coach, I think we have a really solid shot to make it to nationals. And our women's team won also, which was unexpected, and I think that just goes to show how good of a duo Coach Chewins and Coach Van Hoy are.
Another question I had, so Jake, it would seem to me you knew going into the season that nobody had ever won 3 of these titles, correct?
Yeah.
So I have to believe that as you were running in Panorama Farms and the Joe Piane, that those races were, but that you were really, really pointing to this one to make history. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't have any school records. I don't really have any fastest times that Cal Poly has ever run. And so I really wanted to go out there and do something that no one in the Big West had ever done. So now I can say I've done that, and it feels great.
Your team, there were some questions with injuries and things like that coming in.
Yeah.
You have to be pleased with the performance of William Fellini-Haas, who came in there and uncertain about his fitness level and then finishes second.
Yeah, I mean, we all knew that he was really fit. Last race, he would have done really well, but he ended up passing out right around 500 meters to the finish. So that was the only reason that he didn't finish. He just pushed himself so hard that he just fell over. So he was out for 2 or 3 minutes. They had to get the gator and drive him out. So we knew that we were this fit. We have 5 to 7 guys that can all run sub 24. So I think coming into this, if no one else knew, Cal Poly knew that we were going to run this well today.
Jake, just wrapping up this interview, you mentioned to Tom earlier when you were talking about Ryan Van Hoy just how emotional it was to have to switch coaches. Of course, you were alluding to Mark Conover, your former coach at Cal Poly, who lost his life to cancer. And we know that he is always in your heart and that you guys always do things for Mark Conover, who is just a wonderful man, wonderful coach, wonderful mentor.
Yeah, he was awesome for my life. Like, he's my coach for 5 years, one of my best friends, and it was really hard to lose him, but I know he's looking down on us with a smile today.
Indeed he is, and perhaps no better fitting way for you to do that in his honor than to break a course record, which now becomes the record to watch, but also to create history by winning it 3 times and running through the citrus course of oranges. And you're from Citrus Heights, California.
I am from Citrus Heights.
So a lot of things coming together for you on this day. Jake, congratulations on not only your individual win, but for Cal Poly. What a day it is today for both the men and women. We're going to take a break. Yep, you're welcome. We're going to take a break, step away, and we'll bring you more right after this.